Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Black Hole Sun here on Chasey K Plays. I am Chase Kennedy, Chasey K, and it is hot. It is so hot in this house. I just got back from a 3-hour drive that was also incredibly hot. I had to do some yard work as soon as I got home. I'm so hot. I'm so tired. But I also need to play this, because if I don't play this, then I won't put something out this week. And if I don't put something out this week, I probably wouldn't put anything out next week. So we've got to do it. You might ask yourself, Chase, if you're so hot, why are you wearing a hoodie? To which I would say, shut up. Also, why are you wearing those sunglasses inside? And I would go, I don't know, man, I'm delirious at this point. We'll probably take them off at some point. It might be hard to see, but we'll just go with it. We'll roll with this for now. Speaking of rolling, we're gonna roll out some hopefully Neo tanks in our next mission. So that was 12. We're looking for 13, which that is not. That is not. There we go. T minus 15 sounds like something where we're only gonna have 15 turns, right? That's probably too many turns. I don't know. Looks like we're getting an airport and a base. Interesting. So, foe is armed with a giant missile. They must be prevented from firing it. Let's try it.
Oh my gosh! Commander Olaf! Look at that thing! It's...
Excellent.
All right, big missile silo. Do we get the choice between Grit and Colin here? I think they would have had me choose the person beforehand, right? So I don't know. All right. Okay, so we're playing with Olaf.
I'm here to help.
Andy's here. Okay, so we do just have 15 days.
Oh yeah!
All right. Ooh, they got a lot of things. Do we get to? I don't know if we control. I doubt we control the orange star forces. And also, very annoyingly, despite being pipes that are on the ground, I do not believe flying units can go over these. So we really do need to break these seams to be able to get in to this area at all. They also didn't really say what the objective is here. Intel terms. So we got to capture cities. Okay, so that's 8 cities. Ooh. All right. That's that could be a little rough. We got no APCs down here. We do have some APCs here. These rockets. Okay, we got some rockets here. That's some missiles. They've got rockets and missiles on all these sites. They are set up. Now the good news is they can't get any of these ground units through. That's a lot of forests and a lot of mountains for them to go around. So we probably are fine. We don't have any missiles set up here. All right, so we're probably fine having the anti-airs basically just lock this area off from these helicopters. These bombers are going to be rough, though. We'll want to move these rockets up and blow up this seam as fast as possible. We also need to come down and grab this airport, but these guys are slow, and we don't have any APCs, so we'll just have to deal with that. In fact, I guess we just start with that now, right? So we only need one to come over and capture. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but we'll put him there instead. Well, will we? Yeah, we'll do that. So move you over here. We'll move you here for this turn, and then we can move you up further. You, because your range... Yeah, what we want to do is move him down the road where he's got a faster time, because it's going to take him a while to get to that seam. Rockets really need the roads. You have tread, so you can kind of run through. Okay, so that's probably the best you can do at the bottom here. Man, those rockets are going to be a pain. I mean, these aren't going to be any picnic either, but these rockets specifically for down here, it's going to be real tough to get stuff through. But we should... They don't have a lot of stuff that can get over here that quickly. Maybe faster than us, but... we just need to start getting our tanks over here, so... Get you there, right? I did that math right, yep. And just start moving you guys as far over as possible. Okay, so now, yeah, next turn we should be able to mess up these rockets pretty nicely and get them off the field. Andy's gonna do a decent job of taking out everything up here. And then the hope is that he breaks one of these seams and draws a lot of this anti-air, and that we can focus more on the cities. There was supposed to be a base, right? Isn't there a base available? That was the airport. Where's the base? Thought for sure there was a base. Is that them? They get a base. We do not, so they can keep sending units at us. That's beautiful. But they can't send any more air things at us. So what we could do is try to save up enough money for a fighter, and the fighter should be able to take out all of these air units without any problem. That's a lot of money, but we'll see. We'll see. That is potentially an option. All right, we need to get these guys into the APCs. That's very important. And then you guys need to start capturing cities. And then I guess these have to be more assault units for this area, because they don't really need to go up through here. So the bottom south section here is just locking off these air units. The middle section is kind of taking out this group right here and then holding off as much stuff here as possible. And then these guys, I guess, are really just kind of support in the back, maybe some reinforcements, plus these capture guys are the ones that are going to have to capture everything. Our infantry is incredibly important here, because those are the only guys that can capture these cities. We don't have a base, so we don't have another way of making any of those guys. So protecting those dudes is going to be extremely important. Now, I think what we actually do is drop these guys and have them start capturing these cities, because it is going to take a while to break this seam, and we might as well have them start getting us some more funds. So that's going to be pretty important. Okay, I think that's the best we can do. Yep. All right. So now Andy gets to go. Oh, we also play as Andy. Okay. That's fine. So these missiles are a bit of a pain, but it's fine. We don't have to hit this artillery unit right now. It's not really doing anything to us. It can't hit any of our air units. It can hit this APC, but this APC is really only here to resupply these units. Because you can't put blue units into red APCs. I am almost sure, or orange APCs, I guess, because they are the Orange Star Army. So, no missiles here. It's just that missile to worry about. So we can move relatively freely. Actually, how many can we kill? Probably not. Sorry, I keep checking this. We can do this. Okay, so let's just mess up all these guys. This one is dangerous. Okay, so we got to go behind our middle helicopter. The fighter at the moment does nothing. Can fighters? No. Okay. Man, that would be pretty cool if the fighter could take out that seam. The fighter does nothing up here. We really don't need him here. So we can bring this fighter down. Maybe it can even draw the missiles. So we can set him here and just have him wait so he can come down here and help out. Because we're not breaking through these two seams by ourselves, especially with all this anti-air they've got. So I think that's the best place, because they're not making anything with their air units. So let's just take out this unit. It feels weird, like bringing the one Orange Star unit over here, but that is probably the best we can do. All right, nothing you can do, nothing you can do. So we'll set you up between these guys. That feels right. Now we'll see what they do. That shouldn't do much at all. Yeah. Oh man, we got him back pretty nicely. So they do have a lot of ground units coming at us. I'm less worried about those air units. Although the bombers are going to be rough. We kind of need to bait the bombers. Yeah, they move so far. Yeah, we already know that, Grit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay. So let's see how far these bombers can go. Man, they can go really far. But we can still lock off this area. So right here. So let's set you up. I also got to check these rockets. Okay, we're still clear there. So, but just to check how much damage, only 10. So he's pretty useless there, and he would get destroyed. So yes, we're going to put him here to fight helicopters, and then to eventually fight these bombers, which cannot hit them right now. Then we need to move this guy up to the corner road. Okay, they can't get to the airport. So we gotta start capturing that. but he can get everywhere else, right? Yeah, so let's move you up. And we can get him to the forest, right? Yep, okay. So move you to the forest. So that blocks off these helicopters from doing anything to our units that matter. And the anti-air can handle mostly the rest of them. So that should be good. And then we're not too worried about the rest of that stuff, so we just got to take out these rockets as much as we can. How about that rocket up here? Okay, yeah, you can't touch us either. So go up here. We'll hit both of these rockets for 60. And then I guess the question is, because they cover each other perfectly except these two spaces. So do we bring in our big tanks and start breaking these pipes? I think this bottom one we don't need to break. Well, eventually we will, because we need to get these guys in here too. But the top one we need to break soon. These are missiles. They don't matter so much right now. I guess the question is, do we start bringing these guys up? Do we start breaking these seams? Or do we hold them back for one more turn before we destroy these rockets, and then we don't have to take any of the damage here? And I'm leaning towards being a little conservative and just moving them up, just inching them up one. And we could do that. Maybe we do half and half. We bring up the bottom ones up by one, and we bring these guys up to start breaking this. I don't see how much we're. I mean, I could. Can I move it live on the thing? No, I'd have to go off. I'm not going to do that. So I imagine we're going to do decent damage. We did half. Okay, you can see life 45 down there. So that's pretty good. So with this, he still just gets hit one time, right? Yeah. Unless they go after the smaller tanks. You know what? Maybe it is. Maybe it is just the right move to start breaking these pipes. And then maybe you hold two of them back. Okay, that did 15. I'm gonna start capturing these. So you know what? We actually are going to have enough money to build a fighter, because we can't build anything else. we don't have a base to actually build anything on. So this is the best thing we can do. Let's move you as far as you can go. And let's get the tank. You can hit that tank, right? Yeah, you could. But we're honestly okay if you hit that tank. These tanks matter a lot less. Maybe I even should have put the APC up there, because they like hitting APCs. You know what? Let's test that. Let's put one APC up here and see if they go for that. Because the more they hit this APC, that doesn't matter unless it completely dies. The more we save our tanks. Tank's a much higher value thing for us at the moment. And then we can just stuff our anti-air guys up here. All right. I think that's the best we can do with Blue Moon. And now, these missiles, they're really only going to bother their artillery, but we don't care. So let's finish off. Oh, we actually Do we want to break this seam? They have a bunch of anti-air that could start destroying this. I think we want to save this seam for one more turn so they can get all of these units up here. And then we can break these seams and come in behind them. So we'll just kind of spend a turn killing stuff, but not breaking the seam. I guess I probably should have used that on the on this recon up here. Guess we'll take a tiny bit of damage. Oh no, we didn't. Okay, we just finished them off. That works. And this artillery does nothing to any of our units here except the APC, which again doesn't really matter all that much. So we can just set our guys here. Get the maximum APC usage there. And we're okay if this thing wants to move. If it wants to move anywhere, it can die. But these missiles are the only thing protecting it right now. And then the fighter can just stay where it is. Okay, so they went after that tank. That's fine. Okay, so they went after the tanks, not the APCs, which kind of bummer, but whatever. And then they shouldn't be able to touch us with anything else in the middle. And then oh, they're just not attacking. That's beautiful. I like that. So all those helicopters are basically taken care of. And we should be able to take out at least a couple bombers, I think. So let's actually let's do this first. Let's grab these properties, because we know we want those. And we want to grab this. So now let's just see how much we can kill these things. 75%. So, and those are rockets, not missiles. So I think you... That might have been a mistake. We might have wanted to keep No, it's fine. It's fine. The problem is we want to keep them locked off from being able to hit, especially this guy. But that guy too, honestly, and our rockets. So and we're not going to do that because now he can hit them. He can't hit them hard, but he can hit them. And if we move this guy down here to destroy either of these, then we leave them open to all those helicopters. So we just got to take out the helicopter here, but kind of maintain our line. And that's why I said I screwed up a little bit. We could have kept this guy maybe here, and sure, you leave more of these bombers up, but you might make more of a wall. Now they can just kind of slip right through. But they can't get a whole lot through, so I think we'll still be okay. All right. I think it's time to bring in the big guns. So that has 45. Again, we don't need to break that open right away. So let's start moving. Actually, yeah. Okay, bring you over here. And that's done. And you only have missiles here, which we're not scared about. And you have rockets here, which can't touch us. So then we move this guy in on their city. So now we have really good defense. And he can... This guy alone can now wall this entire side. They can't do anything to us there. So now we can... Yeah, maybe we do just break this seam right now. Is that worth it? No, we want to bring this guy up here and destroy these rockets. And these rockets... So we can't really sit on this city, unfortunately. But we can at least block them off with big units that they'll have a hard time destroying. We do need to break this pipe as soon as possible. So now that's broken. I think we can leave this tank here. Yeah, I just don't want to attack right into these rockets and just get dusted. Let's try to save as more units as we can. We're about to get our super as well, so maybe we just load up. Maybe we even bring this guy down so we can have a stronger unit in the lead. And these missiles are relatively worthless, at least in the middle they are, so we'll start bringing them down to maybe help out there. And these rockets can move up a little bit. They're still pretty slow. They're not going to be very useful at the moment. You know what? We do have all that anti-air stuff there. So if we could destroy... Maybe we messed up. Maybe we should have destroyed that while we could. That's not going to do a lot of damage. It'll do more than that, I imagine, though. Yeah, sure. Let's... 36? Okay. So it probably did about the same. But now we will load up our anti-air down here. Now those rockets still aren't close enough. That artillery's not close enough. Alright, so they didn't go after the APC. That's fine. So now we'll just set these APCs down here. And they'll be ready to take these guys in here once we've cleared that out a little bit more. But that's all we can do on the Blue Moon side. So next time, 7K, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we should be able to build a fighter after this on our next turn. Okay. So next turn, hopefully we'll have our super. We can make it snow. We can really hit them hard in the middle. And then we should be able to more or less crush their spirits. That's the hope. So now we start taking out this. So close. There's still no reason to risk our helicopters. So let's just set them here. Let's also... Oh, damn it. I wanted to put my APC here and refuel them all, but I don't want to take the damage, so we'll just do that. And then the fighter can still stay where it is. Oh, wait, no, the fighter can come down. Yeah. Fighter can now come all the way down. So now it's ready to help as soon as that seam gets broken. Which, between these rockets, and our tanks should absolutely be next turn. So we're going to have some pretty useful reinforcements coming in. He's going to use his superpower, though, which, other than the bombers down below, probably not a big deal. We are set up quite well in the middle. And he doesn't really have a whole lot of big units that can come in and do damage. He's going to have to hit us with smaller stuff. I guess he could move that small tank. Yeah, okay, he did move that small tank. That's a small tank. That's fine. That can only do so much damage. I mean, it did a lot, but not to any real important unit. That one's going to hurt. That one will hurt. Yeah, we'd like to keep that unit intact. This should be fine. Yeah, we don't mind if you want to keep throwing these guys. That sucks. That sucks now too. He got lucky with the roll on that one. Okay, you got a bad roll on that one. Yeah, Flax thing is all luck based. So he got one really lucky roll that destroyed an anti-air and left us wide open, but not the worst. So these rockets are gone. Almost gone. Might as well be gone, I guess. Yeah, they are gone. But that's fine. So all of their air stuff is now basically going to die. So let's... Yeah, we've got our power up. So let's just use that, I think. Creates a blizzard that increases movement cost for all units except our own and deals minus 2 HP to all enemy units. Okay. And we get plus 10. Or our regular power just snows so we don't do the damage. So yeah, let's do this. Let's hurt them all.
Let the winds of war bring snow. Winter Fury!
All right, that's not bad. So even though these guys still have their power on, where they get the nice, well, not nice necessarily, but the luck rolls, they're in real trouble. So we are going to first. I guess first, this is the only thing this can take out, so let's just take it out. That is kind of a overkill right there, but that's what we can do. This still can't attack any of these guys, so let's just take out the pipe. And now that guy will come in next turn, so we're not too worried. These guys can start coming down, they don't really matter. Yeah, we need to do damage to their big guys right now. And then let's do as much damage to this helicopter as possible. Well, actually, where does this go? So this is going to take out this helicopter. We're not worried about that. So let's take out let's take out that helicopter, I guess. Honestly, we don't even need the fighter now, because the fighter does nothing to this. So, also, we only have 14,000. I thought we were going to have more. So now I think we'll wait and get a bomber, because the bomber is going to be much more useful for that. I guess we could also potentially get a T-copter to transport some of these guys a little faster, but I'm not as worried about that. Maybe I should be, but I think we're going to be okay. So let's replace this tank while we can. So let's try to move him up. Maybe try to save some of these units, get them healthy again. Let's also move these guys into their APCs. Let's finish capturing here. So these guys can just kind of sit here. We've got to be a little bit more aggressive, because we don't have a ton of turns. So we we really need to clear these things out as fast as we can. Yeah, let's get you out and start healing you up. Let's get you out. Can you reach all the way up there? No, you can't. Alright, so we'll just get you there. And then we will replace you. Okay, we can just take that guy out too. A little bit more damage. Maybe that was worthless, but... Okay, so not much they can do here. I guess they can bring this down, and it'll do the most damage, but we should be able to take that out next turn. Although, actually, let's just cripple this now. No need to take more damage out of that. The other units aren't going to do much at all. I would like to get this tank healthier if possible. Yeah. We also can't repair our units too much because we need to save money for a bomber, which is probably going to do a whole lot more than most of these units can do. So let's stick with that, I think. Okay, first things first. This fighter comes down. Can it? Whoa, what? I thought this fighter could take out this helicopter. Oh, no. Could it do that before the snow? Yeah, well, that's a pain. That's a pain. Alright, we should have taken out that helicopter then. It's not going to be too big of a deal, except that he's going to now probably hit this unit, and it sucks that our mech has to take damage. Yeah, we'll be okay. Alright, we also messed up maybe a little bit here, because we wanted to, we really would like to break this pipe with somebody else, so the bomber can start coming through. So now we just need to get... And we have no way, also because of the snow. Maybe we misplanned this a little bit. Because now we've snowed our ally into not being able to get up here and help us. Alright. Yeah, messed up a little bit. So we've kind of got another take another turn off. Unfortunately. That's not a good turn to take off, because we need to come in and destroy these missiles and then destroy these rockets, because once these two units are gone, all of this stuff can start crushing the north side. We don't care about the south side, because it has nothing to stop us. Maybe that's okay. Maybe it's good that we took the turn off this time. And here's a fun thing we're going to get to do, I think, is that we can move the yeah, that that sucks. That didn't have to be. One of the cool things that we can do, and I'll just show you next turn. I already see something that's going to be quite rude. But also quite fun. So, can you destroy these on your own? Oh, well, that's not your turn yet. I guess we'll find out later. We are at 20,600, which is enough for a fighter, but not enough for a bomber. The fighter's just not useful anymore, because we're going to destroy all this stuff. So they're not going to have any more flying units. Okay, so all those are gone, so a fighter is pretty useless here. Now we just gotta kind of start this relatively slow attrition. Yeah, let's use the... Maybe a waste, but let's use the rockets to kill this. And then let's use the artillery to soften that up. And then, can this little tank take out that tank? No, not quite. Can this big tank take out that tank? Yes, okay. So we are going to get aggressive here. We'll probably lose a unit to the rockets, but at this point I don't think we care because we can do so much damage. So, or actually, we might just be able to take that out ourselves. Now this guy, yeah, baby, that's what we're looking for. Okay, north side, basically taken care of. Let's just... I can't do anything about him, so we'll just set you down here. And that rocket, we still don't want it to do very much damage to our mech unit, but we want him to start being able to take stuff that way. Man, do we even care about repairs at this point? I don't know. Yeah, I think we just hit him as hard as we can now. We don't care about little trades. And we also want to save that money for a bomber that might be more effective at stuff. You know what? Let's leave this one to keep going. Keep fighting that good fight. These missiles are useless now that there's nothing to do with them. So we are going to save our money and not do anything with that yet. And we're going to leave that tank where it is. I think that's everything for blue. I think we're good. You're running out of days, though. That's for sure. All right, how much damage does just a battlecopter do? 45. But that does 73. So let's just kill this. And now they are completely open from the rear. Oh, well, I didn't really want it to hit that, but that's okay. Guess it doesn't matter because we're about to resupply it. Alright, so the middle is ours now. We don't have to care about these pipes. We don't care about anything. Well, we have to care a little bit, but let me show you a little trick. They lose. Yeah, these guys just can't go through, even though this thing flies. They can't go through this, and they can't attack this. They don't have the ability to attack fighters, and these mountains choke them off. So the only things they can do now are bring these missiles as high, bring these rockets as high as they can to maybe slow us down here. But even that is going to be real tough because they can't move very far. And they've got these infantry units who could go over the mountains, but still very slowly, and could absolutely be shredded by these anti-air units. So they're locked. They're done. We do not have to care about them anymore. Oh yeah, we can't use our move the blue units. So we're good there. Everything down there is fine. Now, what I don't know if the opponents can do this. I don't know if their AI allows them to. They could break these seams and start to bring these guys in. But even if they did, our army of helicopters pretty much walls any of their tanks. So not too worried there. That section is now done. We don't have to worry about it. So now it's just, do we have the speed to collect all these properties in time? This should not matter at all. The best thing they can do is move that anti-air or those missiles there in the corner of the middle and bring that heavy tank in. But it doesn't seem like they're doing that. Yep, that's fine. It's not a unit we care about. Oh yeah, I forgot that APC is... Well, alright, so that was bad on our part. We should have moved him out of the range of that. Oh, I missed that anti-air. That's okay. We don't. None of this matters anymore. It's just slightly wasting some of our resources. It would have been nice to be able to resupply that bomber once before we. Yeah, it would have been nice to resupply that bomber once before the APC died, but we will live. So that is their only anti-air that's still there, and we just can't do a whole lot against it. That's too bad. All right, 54. Hopefully that takes it out. Oh no! Oh, that would waste so much time if we didn't have these rockets. That's okay. Gambled a little bit. I guess we'll be fine. So now we move. I honestly don't have a whole lot of big units to bring down here anymore. We're also running out of days. I guess we should move the other one down, right? So, yeah, okay, let's just take you out. You know what? We should also just end up taking the artillery out with some of these battle copters, because that would be dumb to start losing more units to that when we don't have to. Also, he can't hit these properties, so we can still capture stuff. All right, yeah, let's well, I also kind of want to block off this anti-air from being able to hit us anymore. Being able to come over here and hit our air units, I mean. So we can take this down to 3. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so now this anti-air is locked off. He can't go and hit any of these helicopters now. And we can start capturing this, and we can start capturing this. And you can get in this APC, and you can start moving. Let's just get you all the way up here. And we'll get you down as far as you can go. And this tank is probably more useful. Yeah, I think it's more useful down south here. Let's get you here. Let's get you moved up and start capturing this spot. Again, these missiles don't matter, but now I guess that blocks off a space. Oh, we need to get an APC down here to get this guy, probably. Or actually, we just, you know what? We don't even need the bomber anymore. We probably wasted some turns, unfortunately. But now we can just get a T-copter up there. So I guess what we should have done is left him on this space. Actually, I wonder if, I don't think he can heal from an airport. I think he can only heal from a city. So that's fine. So here is one thing. This thing still has 49 fuel. I think it's fine, but on the off chance it's not, we're going to continue to block them off with these anti-air units that do not matter. So we are just shoving a bunch of stuff there. These rockets can start moving down. This tank doesn't need to heal anymore. And then this guy also needs to be here ready for an APC. Okay. So really the only unit that matters for them anymore is this unit right here, which we are probably going to be able to hit. I think one of these helicopters can destroy this. He can come down and hit this guy somewhat hard. And then everything else is elementary at that point. So we also want to make sure we come over and take out this. And we can only hit him with one. I guess that's enough, or it's going to have to be anyway. It doesn't matter too much, but we don't want him to hit this tank that hard. So we do need to take this out. That's good. And now you do. He's enough. Oh, he can't quite get there. Can you take him out? Yeah, okay. Well, I think we'll be okay. Now he can get there. Wait, is Andy? Oh, Andy's got his power. I mean, it doesn't matter for anything else except that one unit. So yeah, go ahead. Let's use our power. We'll restore some HP. Get a little bit more out of that. Yeah. Get a little bit more out of our bomber here. Just that little extra damage. He's in real trouble. And then this is, yeah, that's worth it. Yeah, that was definitely worth it. And then yeah, this guy just sits here. We can't damage him. He can't damage us. Sorry. All right. Now it's just a race. Can we capture these properties fast enough? That's fine. Yep. Understandable. There's no reason to use our power anymore. I guess there's no reason not to, but there's... because these units don't really have to move any further to do their thing. But yeah, we'll just hit this. Let's have you start capturing the far unit, or the far place. Do we capture that? Do we have him start moving over here to start capturing that next turn? Or do we just have him capture this space? I think you just have him capture this space. Let's move you down so the APC can get back over. You hop in. And we gotta get you down here for the other guy. Continue blocking that off. Oh, right, the T-copter. Damn it, that's... you know what? That's another wasted turn. That's on me. Because he could have just jumped in the T-copter. Yeah. We're probably not going to need him anyway. Take all these guys out. So we're completely clear in the middle. So now what we got to do is get our other guys just out of the way. Yeah, we don't even really care about that artillery unit anymore. So let's just move them out of the way. I was only checking those rockets to see, because if he hits us with rockets, it still counts against our score at the end. So you might as well just make sure they can't touch us. I think that looks good. So do we have enough days left? On day, with 8 days left, we will capture these 2 properties. And we can move this guy up here, and that'll take 2 more days. That should be fine. And then this guy can get in the T-copter, and we'll start moving him over here. I think we're going to have enough days. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to start breaking this seam, just so we can take out that artillery unit too. So he'll go back to, I guess it doesn't matter. He'll go back up to 5, but he's dead anyway. We could just for funsies, I guess, break these seams or start breaking these seams. Just do a little bit more damage and then maybe kill some stuff. But that's just playing around at that point. And the fighter stays there. All he can do is hit that tank for minimal-ish damage. Oh, he left us a little present. He brought that infantry guy over. Thanks, buddy. Let's move this guy back and get a fresh guy. Yeah, we'll just take you out. It's a very pointless gesture, but we'll take it. Yeah, don't want to move up there. All right, so yeah, we're good. We're good with that. So you can start taking this. Maybe what I should have done is have him come and go into the APC. I guess it doesn't matter. Now he also gets things so much more slowly that we probably won't even capture it with him. You know what? We should... No. That's stupid. Let's just do this. Drop him here. He'll capture it. And then this guy can take out this one in 2 turns. Yeah, this guy's not going to capture anything for us, is he? Because we'll just put him in the... I guess we don't have to put him in the APC either. We can just have him move over. It'll take a couple more turns, but we'll get this done in time. Not a problem. Let's just heal up units, I guess. Maybe we'll get a slightly better score from having some healed units. We can also stop having you get hit. Wait. Okay, we're still fine. But that thing's dead next turn anyway, so not a big deal. Yeah, I think we're good. This guy can't hit anybody. Yep, we're fine. You know what? We got the money. Let's go hit some guys with bombers. Okay, you're done. Is he out? Yeah, he's out. Okay. That's fine. It is a bummer we lost that APC. That would have been useful. Alright, that's it. Those rockets can hit somebody now, can't they? Down there in the bottom? Nope. Okay, so we'll just move you over as far as we can. Get back to build the second bomber. Capture with you. Capture with you. Capture with you. Let's just get you out of here. Why don't we have you just heal up there? And then we'll let this guy come down and take it in 2 turns. So we're good. Everything's good. Don't want to move these guys up and kill this yet, because he's still in the danger zone. That's fine. Yeah. Start healing you up. Okay. Probably unnecessary, but anything that might just help our score a little bit. In fact, I guess we'll run you over and see if we can get you on that city. Taking that little bit of damage, a little bit of extra damage where we can. So this is down to 29. I mean, we could just replace it with this bomber, which we probably will, or actually, more accurately, this bomber. But yeah, we'll be fine. Can't do anything with blue units, so we will call that a day. Let's take out these rockets. Now we don't have to worry about that anymore. This guy's still got enough fuel for a bit, so we'll leave me there. This bomber can come down to help out. Capture, capture, capture. It's next turn. Next turn, it is over. Just being real silly now. Just drop that over there. Make sure this tank can start healing up. I suppose we just drop you over here, and if you want to start taking that property, just to maximize everything a little bit more. Okay. All right, just for funsies, let's make it snow. do as much damage. I think we get points out of that. I don't think we lose speed points because I think speed is based on turns, not on units moved. I want these Neo-tanks. I want them dead so bad. Yes! Oh, he's on a sliver! Yeah, we should probably take out that tank. I mean, it doesn't matter. None of this matters. Everybody's as healed up as they're gonna get. Let's start capturing that just to say we captured. Start capturing. Anything else? No, I think we just take our W.
Blast it all! Ooh.
Wahoo!
Yes.
Wah!
All right, got ourselves a W.
I won. That is.
We've been going. We've been going about over an hour. Got our S rank. Nice. So maybe we just call it here. Man, this is a really slow going series if we're just doing one at a time. That was kind of a long one.
Look who's here!
Music. All right. Oh, we could just do the final base. But, well, I think we do want to clear up these. So maybe next time we do 14 and 15. Hopefully those will be a little bit quicker. And then we can move on here and finish off Blue Moon. And then start on to Yellow Star. And then Green Earth after that. Whew. This does seem like it could be a very long series. Anyway, let's get ourselves out. Man, yeah, only 38%. We're what, like six episodes in, I think. We're in for the long haul. That's fine, because this game's pretty fun, and I think we've finally got our sea legs under us, and we're playing pretty well. Anyway, I think that's it. Thank you, everybody, for joining me here on this episode of Black Hole Sun on Chase K Plays. Next time, we'll roll in for some more Blue Moon stuff. And if you want to check out some other stuff I do, I've got another podcast I do called The Casual Hour that I do with my good friend Bobby Pease. We talk about some video games. Tune into The Casual Hour every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. On Monday and Fridays, we do some kind of streaming video game stuff that will let people come in and do chat and stuff like that. But on Wednesdays is our actual podcast, the Casual Hour, which we do stream live on Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Central Time. It's a lot of fun. Come join us. Go to thecasualhour.com to find all the links to everything that we do. And then I have another podcast I do with my good friend Pierce Crochane. It is called Pilot Program. We watch the first episodes of every television show ever made. We're on like episode 20 something, so we've got a ways to go. But you can check that out at shows.acast.com/pilotprogram. Both those links for those shows are down in the description, so go check that out there. And until then, I will catch you next time for another episode of Black Hole Sun. See you then.